This video I'm making, it's kind of like a preview. It's a preview of box plot or box and whisker. And what you need to know is you'll take a group of numbers. I know I've kind of already circled them, but the numbers are 2, 5, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, and 10. You're going to put them least to greatest, and you write them out like that. What's important to know with a box plot, or some people call it a box and whisker because it eventually ends up looking like this, which is kind of looks like a box with whiskers. You need to have your lowest, your highest, and quartile 1, 2, and 3. So you need to know your lowest, your highest, quartile 1, 2, and 3. Quartile 2 is your median, and then quartile 1 is like the first quarter, and then quartile 3 is the third quarter. So how does this work for your box plot? Well, you need to know your lowest and your highest. So your lowest is 2. So on your number line here, you actually put the dots up above, not on the number line, so there's a dot for 2. And your highest is 10, so I put a dot there. So those are my kind of like my extremes, my lowest and highest. And then in order to find quartile 1, 2, and 3, you find quartile 2 first, which is your median. So how that works is you can see I was kind of putting a line here and here. So then as you work your way in, here and here, as you work your way in, here and here. So what is in between 6 and 7? Right in between them is 6.5, which is going to be your quartile 2 or your median. Once you know quartile 2, you can cover up the top side and you can figure out what quartile 1 is. Your numbers are 2, 5, 5, and 6. So as I work my way in from those, from 2 and 6, work my way in 5 and 5. What's right in the middle of 5 and 5? It's 5. So quartile 1 is 5. How that works again is I covered up the top part and I had to find the middle of the bottom. So then that's how I find quartile 1. How do I find quartile 3? I have to cover up the bottom part of my numbers, and I have 4 numbers here, 7, 9, 10, and 10. So as I work my way into the middle is in between 9 and 10, and right in between 9 and 10 is 9.5, which is quartile 3. And so then your quartile 1, 2, and 3 is what makes your box. So quartile 1 was 5, so I put a dot up there. Quartile 2 was 6.5, so it's right in between 6 and 7, and I put a dot there. And then quartile 3 was 9.5, so I put a dot there, which is right in between 9 and 10. These dots for the box, the line actually goes through them all. The dots are kind of in the middle. And then you just kind of come down and make this box here and here. And that is your box and whisker. This shows your lowest point, your highest point. This shows your middle or your median. And this shows the first quarter, and this shows the third quarter. And that's a preview for box plots.